Hello everyone, I am LudoMans86 and today I am going to be reviewing the three-headed golden terror King Ghidorah 2019 Special Color version. This guy was revealed in 2021 with this figure meant to be an improvement over the disaster that was the original release. Lots of mistakes with that one. So basically this is just supposed to be a fix of that guy, and with an increased price and new paint scheme, let's check this guy out and see if he is worth picking up. So taking a look at the box here, you can see it is a very big box here. It's a very nice golden yellow Ghidorah there with all the electricity and dust. 2019 Special Color version. You have Godzilla King of the Monsters. This is a really big box, really big. Oh boy, can I even turn it to the sides? King Ghidorah on the side there. And then here we have the top. Here we have the other side. You have Ghidorah here at the bottom. And then on the back, we have some promo pictures. So yeah, it looks very nice. Looking very cool. There's the promo pics. And yeah, really nice box. I like the golds and the dark yellows. It looks like a storm. Very nice. Very well done. Next up, we'll be taking a look at Ghidorah's articulation here. So starting here at the head, we have, or actually in the mouth, we actually have the tongue, which is on a ball joint. As you can see there, it can move, so you can position the tongue in any way you want. The jaw is on a hinge, opens and closes, not very far open. I wish it did go a little bit further, but yeah, there's that. And if my math is correct, which it probably isn't, there is 12 segments in the neck, which are all on ball joints. You get a nice range of motion out of those bad boys. Very nice. Look down a lot, up very far. They're so good. They're very well done. I love the necks. They're so fun to mess around with. And that includes the base of the necks, which are also on ball joints here. Yeah, the middle one is limited with left and right movement, but the other two are just fine. So here at the neck, we have a ball joint at the shoulder. You can see the wing is put in there. So when you're assembling the figure, all you got to do is just pop the wing in there and then put this together. And this is on a ball joint. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it does move. So yeah, you can get the wings to go forward and back, up and down, and you can position them with the included stands, which I will talk about in the accessories section. So yeah, stay tuned for that. In the body, we don't really have anything up until we get to the hips, which are on a ball joint. There you go. And then the knees here are also on a ball joint. And then the ankles here are on a ball joint. So we have one here at the upper leg, and then we have one here at the ankles. So you have that nice range of movement. And using my correct math again, there is 13 segments here on the tail, which are on ball joints, including the club tail, which is very nice. Also pretty great range of movement. Very fun to play around with. So overall, I do like Ghidorah's articulation. Very big with articulation though, but I think it's pretty good. I like playing around with the necks. They're very fun to pose with. Overall, nice articulation. Next up, we move on to the sculpt and paint. So the figure, as you can see, is very massive and he is very golden. There are some accents of silver here, as you can see in front of the necks, on a lot of the armor plating. And taking a look at the heads here, you can see they have silver scaly tips, which look very nice. I like how that's done. Looks beautiful. The eyes are tiny little red with a frosted red there. As you can see, they look so cool. Makes them look like a evil dragon. Yeah, I mean, he is evil though. Then you have the fleshy membrane and teeth sculpted in there. Very nice, very well done. Looking great. And the rows of spikes look very nice. As you can see, the spikes are also tipped with the silver. And the head sculpts are the same. So we have Ichi, Ni, and Kevin, who will have the same head sculpts, except Ni, who has a broken horn, which is on purpose because he does have that in the movie. It is broken. So I'm happy that they had this little detail there. Glad they didn't skimp over that. Then we have the long, beautiful necks, all scaly, very nice looking. Lots of scales on this figure. Lots of scales. We have the huge muscular upper body to support those wings. Same silver going on there. And then the actual wings are very big. They are very big, as you can see. Lots of nice detail going around here with like a sand-like texture. Lots of folds that pop out. Very nice. The little veins. The detail is just very well done. I like it. And you have the little spikes at the end. They look great. I just like the wing detail. It looks very nice. They're also really huge. Then you have the legs, the muscular hind legs with some spikes here on the sides. And then the huge feet with the spread out toes looking very nice. The silver toes, nails, those look great. The little flesh membrane there looks great. The skin. There's the bottom of the feet. And then I like how in the back, the middle head has the 2 rows of spikes while the others have just 1 row. I think that's a very nice detail. Here you have this huge muscular back. Looking great. And he does have a few accents of that red metallic here. It's not super noticeable, but it is noticeable enough to point it out. Then we have the tails with the silver, and then the clubs themselves also have that silver with the little pattern detail within them. So I think that's really great. That looks very nice. Overall, I am pleased with the sculpt and paint of this guy. He looks very good. I just like the gold accents. They look very nice. And he just overall looks so menacing and cool. He really lives up to the golden name of Terror. He really lives up to the Ghidorah name. He's so golden and so evil looking. I just love the sculpt and paint. It's magnificent. I love it. So here are the accessories you get. So you get the base stand for the body where you just put it on his crotch, and then you get the wing stand to hold it up. So yeah, no gravity beams, and that kind of sucks. It would have been nice to have that. But yeah, basically these are on a ball joint, and that's how they articulate. So there's that. And then we have the wing ones, which if he will fit, yes he will. As you can see, if I take his wing off, they are on a ball joint, but they can get scratched. I don't know if you can see that, but they can get scratched over time, so be mindful of that little detail. And we actually get some short stands as well. So these are the long ones, these are the short ones, but honestly I don't see much of a difference. They only go down by a little, so yeah. Overall, I wish he had some gravity beams, but yeah, the stands are not bad. They're pretty good. King Ghidorah here has an MSRP of $229.99. I think he's available on Big Bad Toy Store, but he is on Amazon and other aftermarket sites. I got mine at a comic book shop for the same price, $230, so I think that was pretty good. Although I think he's on sale in some places, so if you can get him for cheaper, that's definitely not a bad option. It's definitely worth picking up at a lower price. So depending on the position you have the necks at, or how high you have the heads up, he is usually around 10 inches, and with the wings he's around 13, but it does depend on how you pose him. But yeah, for the most part he's going to be 9 to 10 inches, just including the head. With the wings he's a lot taller. So moving on to size comparisons, here we have some Monsterarts figures, more specifically some of the Monsterverse characters. He is very big. 13 inches is very tall for this character, but I believe he is an accurate size with the rest of the Monsterverse cast. With Godzilla, it's kind of it's a mixed bag for me. I like how big he is next to him, but I don't think that's entirely accurate. I feel like this guy scales better with the Haya Godzilla, who's just a little bit bigger than the Monsterarts. So me personally, that's kind of the sizing I'd want between the two figures. I do like the size for what it is. With a heavy price to pair and 0 accessories, is this guy worth picking up? I say yeah. I mean, he does have quite an impressive size, and the gold is beautiful. QC issues from the original that highly suffered from are fixed with this release, and some gravity beams would have been nice, but I do like the gold apps. Now, what I was saying beforehand is that he kind of feels like a statue and less like an action figure, because I feel like with this figure being so big, it's kind of hard to pose him around and play with. I mean, when I say play with, I don't mean like actually playing around with like an action figure, but I just mean in general posing and trying to get him in poses. It's a little difficult because the necks are doing the majority of the work. So that's how I personally feel about this figure. If you guys noticed, I didn't compare him to the Haya Ghidorah, because personally, whatever you like more is what you should buy. That's how I feel about it. So if you like this guy more, get this guy. If you like Haya, get Haya, you know? And yeah, that guy is more bang for your buck, but I like the gold paint apps on this guy a lot better. I like the silver, it looks very nice. I think it adds the Golden Terror name. Maybe if I get the rest of the Haya figures, which I am uncertain of if I will, I'll make separate comparison videos. So if I do get them, look forward to that. But overall, I am pleased with this figure. I do like the sculpt and paint. It looks nice. The articulation, it could be iffy. And yeah, overall, I do like the figure. I like it. Stands nice in my shelf. Such a shiny and massive presence. If you want him and you got the money for him, I say go for it because he has no QC issues. And he's a very fun figure to have fight with other monsters. Recommend picking him up if you want him. And I do say that if you can get him for a deal, get him for a deal because I think that would be worth every penny. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.